Today we got a 6.0 LS motor and we're having issues here with this Serpentine belt. It does jump off once you start it, this tensioner, or it's going to be the crank pulley at the very bottom, one of the two for sure.
Yo, where the f is J-Lo?
What's up YouTube, it's your boy J-Lo here again, back with another video, and today we got a 6.0 LS motor and we're having issues. As you can see, we got the front end taken apart completely already, but we're having issues here with this Serpentine belt. It does jump off once you start it, so from what I've been reading, it's either this tensioner or it's going to be the crank pulley at the very bottom, one of the two for sure. We're about to go ahead and throw this tensioner in here to see if that does fix the problem. We're going to start by taking this belt off, so let's get to taking this belt off. A few Chris Fix videos later, I've boiled it down to 3 suspects: the tensioner, the belt, or the crank pulley. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, it's the first 2. So if you've replaced both, you know what that means. Hope y'all can see down in here, but we do got the new pulley on. About to rerun the belt. The belt diagram is right here. Is that belt diagram for this motor. I believe this is the 6.0 if I'm not mistaken, but this is the belt diagram for it. So we're gonna route it via this, and then we're gonna try to start it. If you're working on an LS based motor, whether that's the 5.3, 5.7, 6.0, or 6.2, you're basically dealing with the same engine in different clothes. So if you have this issue, the solution will be the same on all of these platforms. So we got everything taken care of. We're about to attempt to start it to see if it fixes it. I know another major thing that causes this issue is that crank at the bottom. We're about to fire it up and see what it does. You can turn it off. Yeah, come off now. There was a box, some box or something flew in there. The pulley is still on. It's still on, but the belt jumped like 3 teeth. Alright, so off camera we did a lot of myth busting. We did go ahead and take that fan shroud off too, and if you look, this belt you can almost twist completely. So I know that this belt is weak, so we are going to get a new belt first. We're going to start there with getting a new belt and putting it on there, routing it around and seeing if we can get it to seat properly and turn. What we did a second ago, I went ahead and pulled the fuel pump relay out, that way the truck wouldn't start, just to dry spin it. And with it dry spinning, the belt stayed in place. So I'm assuming it's the vibrations of the engine that is causing the belt to jump off. But we're gonna do the process of elimination. So new tensioner is on, you can see it's shiny compared to everything else. And then like I was saying too, this belt is has too much slack. So we're gonna find a different belt, we're gonna throw it on there, and then be done with it. What's up YouTube, it's your boy J-Lo here, back again with another video, and today we are back working on this 6.0. I believe this is a 6.0 that come in this van, but the issue that we were having with the belt jumping off once you start the car, so you can turn the belt about a whole 180 degrees, so it does have a lot of slack in it. We've put a new tensioner on it, it still has that issue, so we're gonna go and buy a new belt, but first I'm gonna take this one off so I have something to reference it to the parts store. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all stay tuned, let's get into it. Alright, so about $60 later, we got 2 different belts. One is smaller than the other, so we're gonna start with the smaller one, throw it on here and run it, see if it replicates the same problem, and if it does, we'll go to the next one, so on and so forth. Process of elimination. So let's go ahead and throw this belt on. Why did I grab multiple belts, you may ask? Simple. That sneaky AC bypass pulley. It's like the engine's way of saying you're gonna need a different size. It slightly changes the length of the belt, and let me tell you, you don't want to find out the hard way that you grabbed the wrong one. So I grabbed options, because if I get this wrong, it's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And if the belt is too long, it's just gonna flop around like a sad spaghetti noodle. So let's get this right, because nobody wants a loose spaghetti noodle anywhere near their car. So this is the new belt on. You can go ahead and crank it up. Giving it a shot. So we did get it to run. We just had to replace that tensioner and also this belt, and that seemingly fixed the issue. So if you or somebody you know is having an issue, I think this is a 5.7. I called it a 6.0 in the first video, but if you or somebody you know is having this issue, that is the solution to it. And then that is all I got for y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If y'all are still having issues related to this, like I said, drop them in the comments below. And it's your boy J-Lo signing off this guy. Peace.